Yeah, we're gonna lose that screw if I don't be careful. So I wasn't as good with these bolts. They're all right there. But got them all free and loose. This one's not falling off like the other one. So I'll give it a good whack with the hammer. And I guess I will set you up so you can watch that. Not that it'll be that interesting. But where did I put my hammer? Here's the hammer. I'm just gonna whack it there. So I'll give you an angle here. Let me grab something to set you up with, or I'll grab something to set you up with. Alright, well, that might be dark, but at least you can get the gist of it. We'll just give it a good... Oh, that's really on there. Which is good. I'm glad it isn't falling off. Boy, please tell me this is not JB welded to the base of the engine. That could easily be, since the carburetors work that way. I don't have a good way to... Oh no, I bet it is. How many of you think this is gasket material and not just a gasket? That could easily be. Oh boy. Oh, there, we're loose. Good, 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 good. Ah, I was beginning to get concerned there. All right. We're loose on the front. Let's give her a shimmy. Oh, of course I'm gonna drip more fluid. Of course, there's always gonna be more oil. And I moved my drain pan way over to the other engine. Perfect. Well, oh, this is the plug that doesn't even work. Okay. The question is, do I have enough clearance? There we go. All right, we are dropped. Oh, that's gonna be a lot of oil. Drain pan. I still need you. Ooh. Come to think of it, the drain pan, or I'm sorry, the oil pan's probably full of oil still. Yep, it's really dripping. Okay, there we go. Now I'm probably blocking your view. All right, so. Oh, see, we're gonna rip this gasket. This is a normal gasket. Yep, I already ripped it. So this gasket's shot. So just rip it. Rip it completely off. There we go. Now, please tell me I have clearance without taking the exhaust off. I don't think I do. What's this guy? I don't remember that being in the way on the other one. There is a plug right here. Oh, this is great. So I have to remove the exhaust pipes to get this off. That's a whole nother fun day. Unless I take it off the center stand and I can slide it backwards. I highly doubt it would be that easy. Highly doubt. Alright, so it's free. I'm not going to bore you with this because... What is that? And why wasn't it on my other one? Because I think if that wasn't there, I could slide it forward. Headers, I guess you're coming off. hopefully all I need to do is drop the headers. Whoop! Or drop my camera. Alright, I'm going to figure this out. I'll let you know what I need to do. And we'll go from there. Turn off. Okay, folks. Quick update. I did take off the brackets for the headers. And that is consistent. That consists of 12 millimeter bolts. There's 4. The other one's over there. And this bracket, which fits snugly around the headers and secures it to the studs on the engine. So they were basically hand tight. So it wasn't really that difficult to take them off. I did, however, use an extension bar and a swivel to get in there to the inside studs. And now we can look at our gaskets there. It looks decent. I guess it's sealing okay. Looks all right. So anyway, all I had to do was get them off and then just slide these suckers down a little bit. And the oil pan came with it. I can already tell this one's a lot cleaner, I think. Probably clean out the little bit of sediment that's sitting in the pickup tube there. I don't know if I have to take it off. Maybe I'll just fish it out with a screwdriver or something. But for now, I will just let this drain out as it drips. So, yeah, I think that's it for this evening. I'll pick this back up tomorrow, and I will see you then. Have a great night. There, this could be this way, upside down. It all looks the same. Have a great night. Bye. Now that both oil pans are off, I wanted to compare what we got here. Now, look. There are gaskets on just about every tube coming down. So a lot of them are still up in the engine. Just make sure you don't lose them. Because when I pulled this oil filter out, I'm not going to touch it because I just flashed off my hands. There's a gasket that was ready to fall off. It goes on the other end of that. So this Star Trek looking thing is called your oil filter. I know. You said I thought the oil filter was a spin-on thing that I changed when I changed my oil. Well, guess what? This is also your oil filter, but this is on the inside. And this can be changed. I took it off while I'm in there. I'm gonna touch it anyway. Like I said, Star Trek looking thing. Okay, I wanna get this dirt out of there. This is off the bike, the engine that's installed on the bike. I just wanna make sure there's nothing in there that's gonna cause any problems. So that strains your oil when it goes up into the engine. Okay. Now this is the oil pan from the old engine that we're gonna clean up and use. I gotta get all that junk out of there. Again, didn't figure out why all that crap is in there. But this is the one that has the stripped out bolt. You can see here is, oh, I dropped it. It's down on the ground now. But yeah, one of the threads I just dropped. You can see where all the threads went. There's a weird thing here that kind of looks like gasket material. I don't know what that's doing in the oil pan. But there's a gasket that should be there. There's a gasket there. You can kind of see the remnants of where it sat. There should be a gasket there. You can see where that gasket was sitting. But make sure that those are all there when you go to put one of these back on. Yeah, so I gotta scrape off the gasket material that's left on the engine because this is the one that I broke. And luckily, once that's off, I can carefully seat this one because this one is in good shape. I will get the dirt off of it, make sure it seals up good. But I just wanted to show you the strainer here. You can call it a strainer because that's basically what it is. I think I was looking for one of those for my Jeep one time and it was called a strainer. And it's exactly what this is. So yeah, I will clean up all this gunk. Ugh, so much metal. Something blew apart in that engine, I believe. It's just disgusting. Whatever sludge. I mean, that's all metal shavings, I think. Looks metallic. Feels like it could hurt me. Yeah, I don't want to put any of that stuff back in my engine. So that is nasty. Ew. Alright, so I'm going to clean this up and make sure there's nothing fishing around in that filter. And then get it ready for reinstall. The gasket I'm just going to scrape off with a blade and it'll be good to go. Alright. Woohoo, guys! Look at this. I think I got all the metal shards out of there and it's looking pretty good. Hopefully anything left will just sit in the bottom and might come out with another oil change. I got in this tube here, made sure that was cleaned out. You can even see down in there. So I think that's pretty good. The gasket still looks pretty decent. First I took a shop towel and wiped out all the old oil and junk and what I could. See, I mean, there is metal shards, shavings hanging on there. If you guys want me to, I'll do a teardown video on that engine and maybe we can figure out, do a series or something and figure out how or what happened to that. It's probably maintenance related because these things are bulletproof. If you know anything about the Kawasaki engines, I mean, there's not a lot you can do to kill them. So anyway, got that cleaned up. And wanted to show you this too. That was pretty nasty inside. So I actually got more of this, I'm going to call it gasket material, out of there. Those pieces there. All that stuff was sucked up in there. So hopefully this will flow a little better. Like I said, you can replace this, but I'm just going to throw it on as I am going to throw this gasket on. And if it leaks, I'll be taking it off anyway. I do have a gasket coming, but I want to get this put together so I can move it back out of the way. I do not recommend using a Q-tip because these little cotton swabs, that could leave deposits and that could get stuck up in your engine too. But just like you're not supposed to use these for cleaning your ears, what do? Use them for cleaning our ears. I got all that gunk out of that and I blew it out with compressed air and used a vacuum to try and get all the crap out of the pan. So this is ready to go back on and this is ready to go back on. I'm not going to remind you to make sure that that gasket's there when you put it up in. I'm not going to remind you. So the gasket, I did check it. It's on the engine. So all I got to do is stick this back up, tighten it down with the two 8mm screws, just like the pan was. And this engine should be sealed up and good to go. This is the screw, the drain plug for that good oil pan. It's really weird how I am taking parts off a destroyed engine to make my good engine run and not leak. So that's notable. Yeah, so let me know if you want me to do a series on that. I'm going to go ahead and start tightening up some screws. And when you put this oil pan on, just take a screw or two, stick it through the hole, and as you set it on, make sure all the gaskets are there. But you can start the screw, that way it's not moving around. But if you have two in there, then it's actually set where you want it. So I will do that. And if this is the end of the video, like and subscribe. I will see you on the next one.